when I was interviewing Jen for the Holloway guide, the analogy she used was the canary in the coal mine. And I love that analogy because it kind of just fundamentally shifts, DEI from being a like, okay, I want to improve diversity to being more like, okay, if I am doing the right things, then, other things will follow, right? Like if I have inclusion, if I'm being mindful about the people I reach out to, then diversity follows, and trying to approach it as just like, oh, this goal I want to like add, this is like an add-on, I'm going to add it to my process, just like doesn't work. But that's how I know in the past I've made that mistake, and I see a lot of other hiring managers make that mistake as well.
Oh, as a teacher on these topics, I'm just like, yes, Ozzy, yes. Here's a hiring manager founder who gets it. Yeah, I'll just say one last thing here. I think what brings up with the reframe is motivations. So I'm going to kind of present like two approaches we can take this. One is, oh, like I see a lot of people talking about diversity and I don't want my company to be like in trouble. I don't want to become the next Uber. So I'm really operating from a place of fear. That is when I start looking for shortcuts. That's when I start looking for how can I hire women? And when people ask you, why do you want to hire women? You're just like, because diversity. So on the other hand, you have understood that diversity is literally just a requirement for high-performing teams. Studies shown over and over and over again that diverse teams have better communication, better problem-solving skills, more creativity, and so on. Maybe you yourself have just personal experience. Like if you think back to your previous, career history, it's the diverse teams that were, a lot more just nimble, creative, and you enjoyed working on them, and they were more successful. So if you know that and you're building a team or a company, then like what Ozzy was saying, diversity becomes, okay, like just like a problem-solving approach to also being like a morally right. So hopefully that's what drives you. So from there, hopefully you're allowed, you're engaging yourself to be fully into this work, knowing that you're going to make mistakes. Diversity can be emotionally charged. People can be afraid of it. That you're learning, that you're continued to kind of trying your best. And we can all do the best that we can do. That's very different from this perspective, which is like, oh God, if I say one wrong thing, people are going to, burn me at the stake publicly. And what if people think terrible things about me? This might be an entry point, but really for DEI work to be sustainable, for network recruiting, for diverse recruiting to be effective in the long run, I think we're going to have to start shifting people this way. So I really appreciate the canary and the coal mine example again.